Okay, here's our brand new Grech Class B motorhome slash camper van. Grech by many counts is the top of the line. I'm going to walk you through it and see if you think you might want to get one yourself. So I'm going to do A to Z in this thing, how to operate it, and the whole 9 yards. So you see the black wheels here, that means it's all-wheel drive. See the slick look here? All of the RV components are hidden. They're behind locked doors so that you can't see, where to put in water, where to hook up your electricity. Turismo Ion. This is the tour model where the seats are across the back. So if you have people sitting in the back facing forward, they don't get seasick or travel sick. Baby Shark. This is Shark Gray, obviously on a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. Your tow hookups is down here. Throw a couple screws in there. I'll talk more about that. Our car tag is not here yet. Obviously, we're using the temporary there, but up top you've got 200 watt solar panels and that sort of thing. But yeah, again, lockable sides, step that comes out, and of course your Sprinter van. This is Mercedes quality through and through. Some of the Mercedes, we had a Winnebago View and it didn't have this nice leather seats up front, didn't have all of the bells and whistles that you would expect from a Mercedes. So we're going to go through all of this for you. I guess we won't do so much of the on this one. The Mercedes obviously has all the cruise controls and things like that. Big screen. Our other Mercedes had a tiny screen, so we wound up doing an add-on for it. But there you have it, folks. We're gonna go through all the bits and pieces. Yeah, some little room up there as well. Get ready. We're gonna tell you how to operate a Grech Class B RV. And before we do all that, just a quick view of the back. We talked about, the seats here. One of the things my wife pointed out, we probably will never have more than 4 in here at a time. Probably no more than 2 spending the night. But these 2 ottomans will come together. And if you didn't mind being sandwiched in here and not being buckled, someone could sit there going down the road and be facing forward, and the people back there would be facing forward as well. All right, here we go with the new Grech. Baby Shark is the name we hear. Looks like a baby shark. About to get our walkthrough. Okay, over to you.
All right, so we'll start on the outside. We'll go around everything on the outside, and then we'll go inside and finish up.
Okay.
So, starting outside here, your door is a sliding door.
Right.
So pretty much, just pull the handle and let it go.
Get it started, huh?
Just pull the handle and it goes. And then on the inside, you have buttons on the inside that you can open it on the inside from the cabin or from the rear. And it will automatically put your steps and everything up and down. You don't have to worry about that. You do have lighting on the outside. I'll show you how to turn on when we go inside there.
Now I'm guessing the Mercedes Sprinter only opens the doors to the front 2. The remote.
Oh yes. No, actually, you can grab them. They'll be easy to get to the driver's side, but we can grab them. I can show you.
Okay.
Alrighty. you do have a sliding screen there.
Yeah, I say I didn't pick up on that when we were looking at it. I was like, there
You
is
gonna show us
screen,
that
right?
now or later?
So it's a standard bug screen, and it is pretty nice to have, especially during those cool summers and everything. And just slides forward, slides back with your hand.
Okay.
Alrighty. Now this will not open and close with the door, so if you have it closed, when you close the door, you just gotta be mindful to open it back up.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright. So as we move around here, I do want to show you on the rear here, there's not much space, pretty much no space for
Right.
anything back here besides the doors here.
Right.
But you do have your inverter.
Right.
Disconnect is located right there. So it tells you exactly what it's for and everything. It's just the inverter disconnect here.
And there's really no need to disconnect it correctly.
At all. There's no need to ever disconnect it. Now, if you're going to have service done on it, that's why we need to disconnect it.
Right.
Because we don't want to blow your inverter up if you're working on it and stuff like that. But pretty much you can leave that on.
Leave it on 24/7, 365.
Yes, sir. You have a battery disconnect that when you turn the battery disconnect off, it'll kill everything in here, including the converter. So you won't have to worry about messing with this one itself.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Alrighty. But just for reference, it is there for you.
Right.
What's that?
Take it. There's a screen up there too. Pull down.
Yes. Well, this one doesn't pull down. That's the actual shade, and it just lets down.
So there is no screen.
No, this is
Okay.
this is just a shade that lets
I
down.
bet I can buy one though because up there is.
Yes,
isn't there?
yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right. So how does that shade work then? On the
Uh,
inside only?
It's a button.
Yep. On the inside, you have a touch screen there on the back here, as well as a touch screen at the front steps. But either of the touch screens, you'll be able to control the shades as well as let down this back part into a bed, move the ornaments, and control your different lights and everything.
Okay.
They're all for automatic. I remember that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Exhaust here is for your water heater, so it does get kind of warm, but that's just heating up. Make sure you got hot water right now. Your water heater does have a control temperature or control pad in there, right next to the TV, so that way you'll be able to control it to whatever temps. I will say, I have it only at 70, and it's pretty warm. So I mean, if you can go higher than that, I think it goes up to 90, and you can obviously go lower than that. So.
Okay.
All right. This is going to be your short cord here. It's a special short cord for this unit. All right. It's only about 20 feet long, and then we got it reaching on the other side there to the connection there.
And is this what the other end? You'd have a surge protector if you were at a campground.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I would hook the surge protector up and then plug it into the source over there.
All right. So that turns. Is that kind of like a marine plug? I think you have to twist it.
Yes, sir. Exactly. You have to twist it. Push it in, twist it, and then turn this knob, this black knob here, until it's tight, and then you're good to go.
Okay.
All right. Just below it,
And where are those stored typically in these units? The cords.
the cord.
Wherever you can find a hole.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. I've seen them stored right behind the driver's seat, where you have a table right there.
Right.
I've seen them stored there. I've seen them stored up in cabinets. So it's your choice. It's going to be your cable and satellite going in. So
Right.
pull up to the park, you want service that they provide, you hook up here, and now you'll have service inside there. You have a hot and cold quick disconnect here, and your cord should be on the inside. I'll grab it for you.
Okay.
Oh, handheld
Yep.
outdoor shower thing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. And then here will be your city water connection.
All right. City water connection, but not to fill the empty tank.
No, sir.
That is not to fill the empty tank.
No, sir. This is going to be
Just to hook up.
city water.
Okay. That's at a different place, as I recall.
I believe so. And I was trying to find it before you all got here, but it's a long day for me. So the original tech who was in here, he went home sick. He was in here
Okay.
real bad. So
There is an opening right here for the stinky
yes.
to the side.
Okay. Perfect.
Storage, I see it.
Yeah, we were worried about that.
Oh yeah, right here on the side. Yeah. Yeah, you can slide it in on the side here. But yep, you got your black here on the left and then gray on the right. Always dump the black first and then rinse with the gray.
Right. There's where the stinky slinky goes.
Yes, sir.
All right. And there's a little switch up there to hold it up for you.
Yep.
Right there.
Perfect.
All right. Been there, done that.
All right. And then you do have a special key for the lock on here also. As
Okay.
well as for the lock on here also.
Okay.
All right. Move it around. I can go ahead and grab these now. So, these. Oh no, you do. You actually do have door access on your key fob here. So,
Okay.
these are your brand new keys.
Already.
All right. Now, when it comes to fuel, it can be diesel. You can fill diesel there.
Right. Standard
Yes,
Mercedes Sprinter.
Sir. Yes, sir.
You have to open the door and open that to get your diesel in.
Yeah, yeah. And then everything up front in the cab here, as far as the Sprinter wise, is the same as any other Mercedes driving vehicle. Pretty much, you're gonna have your automatic dash indicators and everything like that. You can also read your fluid levels and battery levels. You can track your mileage and your fuel mileage and everything like that as far as that goes. And then I also believe you have a remote start, I believe.
Pop the trunk from the or pop the hood from the inside.
The wheel well closest to the door.
All right.
Alright. And then you're gonna have a latch under here. You're gonna have to
Little
find
safety latch.
push up. Yep. So there's your latch there. Just push it up to release.
All right. And then there's going to be a little lever over there, up high, to your left, up higher.
Oh, it's up here.
There we go. And there's a little slot for it somewhere. It's actually in the hinge almost.
In there.
Yep. I see some people put, I think you put it all, there we go.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I see.
All right. So, standard engine here. You do have a jumping post here because your battery is located in a crazy spot on this thing.
Okay. So there's your hot, and then just find a ground somewhere.
Yes, sir. You can ground straight to the frame on any point that you see on the frame anywhere.
Okay.
All right. Oil here. Windshield washer fluid. DEF. Oh. Forget how tall I am sometimes. And
Yeah, DEF here.
oh, DEF.
Is that transmission fluid?
Is he the No, is he the well?
That's the washer fluid.
Transmission or
hello.
it's okay. It's best washer.
Yeah, that's washer right
It's
there.
normally blue caps are washer.
Blind leading the blind here, but we'll figure it all out. With
Yeah.
The, and you do oil changes here, but that's it.
Just oil changes, yes, sir.
Any Mercedes, we're in Huntsville, Alabama, so we'll have to go to Birmingham or Nashville
Birmingham, yeah, or Nashville, yes,
to
sir.
get
So-
the van serviced.
Mercedes place
Yes.
on 72 doesn't do it?
No,
Nope,
ma'am.
don't you remember? Just some rear plugs.
Yes, sir. Rear GFCI protected plug and a rear cable outlet. In case you want to watch TV outside, you have access to cable and unplug the plug.
Plug it in.
Yes, sir.
Plug in your electric hair rollers or anything that you're doing outside. There we go. And we didn't say earlier, but this is the Turismo Ion, and it is the Tour model. Mercedes 2500 Tour model. Doing our first walk around on the first day. And yeah, the black wheels means that it is an all-wheel drive as opposed to a two-wheel drive. All right, you gotta have the little key here, and this is
There we
where
go.
looks like your fresh water. If you just want to pour it in, or fill the tank up, this appears to be the right place for that.
Gravity feel.
So if you run out of water, you pull into Walmart, you can buy a 5-gallon or 2-gallon jug and just let the gravity fill it in right there. But looks like, yeah, we're going on an overnight trip. This is where we'll fill it up. Okay. Thanks. And it does lock, so somebody can't come in and, you know, put some bad stuff in there while you're not watching. What do we have here as we walk in the door?
So as you walk in, this is going to be your first of your safety features. It's going to be standard fire extinguisher.
Right.
They can get away with just putting this one on here. It will not save the camper, but it'll save your life. So just be mindful of where it's at. And if you want to place another one inside, that's fine. But this is the only one that they send with it.
Okay.
All right. Standard plug here. This one here is not GFCI protected. So this plug here will always have power as long as you have a good battery.
Okay.
Alrighty. And then right here, this is gonna be your carbon monoxide and your oh no, just carbon monoxide reader, because you don't have propane on here.
Right.
All right. So if it starts flashing yellow, it's gonna come with an audible alarm.
Right.
And that just means it's carbon monoxide poisoning. And in that event, just go ahead and get out, leave the door open about 15-20 minutes just to stop screaming. And then you want to see where that's coming from, whether it came from the engine or from the AC.
Okay.
All right.
Do you know?
So your control panel, this is how you control everything on here.
Right.
All right. First thing, the most important thing I'm going to show you is you have a battery disconnect. It's on and off here.
Okay.
All right. And then you have your step on and off here also. It's a step that leads into the camper.
So the battery disconnect, when would we want to battery disconnect? It's right here, this red button.
You have
Oh,
this
the
red button here.
Okay.
Yep. You pretty much you would want that off anytime you're not camping, and that's just for the house batteries. It's not for your chassis battery. So that's just going to be everything back here. If you're riding along and you don't have your grandkids with you, or you don't have anybody else with you, you don't need the TV running or anything like that. You can have it off back here. Conserve that power.
Those like the master switch.
Okay, so it's saving
it's
power.
A secondary. There, you have a master. It's going to be in the compartment down there. But yeah, it'll be for power saving. Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Here, you have your ornament controls, so you can extend or retract.
Got any purses or anything in the way?
So you can pick left or right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And the goal here is, let's say you want to bed down for the night, and you can go ahead and lay the whole piece down.
Right.
There we go. And now you have your bed.
Right. Okay.
Alrighty. Other things here, you have your master lights, which is basically all your lights in here. Then you have your on and control. So we just hit extend.
Right.
And hold it until it goes all the way out.
All right, let's just do that with Rams. Watching it go out. I take it might have LED lights or something under it.
Yes, it does have lights.
All right.
It's going to be a light, little icon, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am.
I guess you can stop it at any point in time.
Yes, sir. You can stop it at any point. The legs will lock all the way out when it's
Really? Well, that goes way on out there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, look at that.
And now it's fully extended.
Wow. Now, do you happen to know if winds get up, does it have that automatic? Don't know that?
That I don't know, but I wouldn't bet on it.
All right,
so.
let's look at lights then.
All right, so we can go ahead and hit the light button, ma'am.
Did I hit the wrong one? Sure did.
Okay. So, on and light.
There you go.
There we
There's
go.
your on and lights there.
Yeah.
There's a porch light.
Yep, and then you also have a bright porch light right here.
Porch light.
Okay, gotcha. All right, there's all the lighting controls.
That little
The
bitty
blue
when
X.
the doors open, or does it stay on all the time?
It's gonna stay on all the time as long
Okay,
as it's on here.
compartment lights. Yeah, when you're outside, you're gonna want those compartment lights on so you can see what's going on.
If you're
Yep,
working
and
on
then
it.
you also do have a step light also. That's your step light down here.
Okay, I see it.
So anytime that you're not using city water,
Water pump.
basically you come in using water from your fresh tank, you're gonna need the water pump.
Right.
All right. And then you do have tank heaters on here. They'll keep the tanks from freezing. It'll be about 48 to 56 degrees to keep them. So
All right, so it's my understanding the freshwater tank and the gray water tank has heaters, but maybe not the black. I don't know. Guess we can read and find out.
Yeah, you have to, it'll be in your owner's manual. The only way that I could physically do it is if I take apart the undercarriage and look at the tanks. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we'll look. Okay.
All right. I will say the last one of these I worked on, Mercedes had them on all 3 tanks. I changed the black tank out, so.
Okay, well, good.
That's
So electrical or whatever that next one down is.
That's basically, that's your electrical settings here.
All right, AC power and all that.
Yep, so it shows all your powers, it shows your inverter and everything like that. And then you do have an inverter charger. Basically, if something was wrong with it, with the unit, you can come here and test everything. You'll be able to see exactly where you're having your power drop off at and everything like that. So.
Okay.
All right. And as long as you're plugged up to a short core power, you should always have 13 volts of house battery.
All right, 13.3 now. And we can track that when it gets down in the low 12s as you got to recharge.
Yes, sir.
So
now it's only going to recharge with that battery disconnect being on. If you don't have the battery disconnect on, it won't charge that battery. The only time it's going to charge that battery, it'll get a trickle charge when you're driving the vehicle, but that's a very, very slow charge.
right. But you can rev up the engine when you park.
Yes, you can. Yes, you
can. And charge it up since you don't have a generator.
Yes, you can.
Right, so that's what we'll have to learn is, you know, the Ion and the not having a generator. How long will the full up set of batteries last? You know, is it 12 hours? Is it 14 hours? Whatever. But every time you plug in, it'll charge up.
Yes, sir.
And every time you're driving down the road, it'll trickle charge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the sun will be a little less than trickle charge.
A little bit less, yeah, because your solar panel's maybe a foot by a foot up there, so it's not a very big solar panel at all.
Right. It's might keep a few LED lights on or something.
Yeah, it'll keep your lights running.
That's about it, seems to me like, for the solar panels. But it's better than nothing.
Yes, sir. All right, any other questions about this screen here?
No, I guess not. Let's go to the heater then.
It feels great.
The Timberline heater.
And I've already turned it down. Y'all had it real high. That was great.
Yeah,
it was working.
I had to make sure it worked because, I mean, I came in this morning and it seemed like only the AC wanted to blow. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just let it blow for a while because it's brand new and no one tried to run it. So.
Well, let me ask you this. You're plugged into shore power and you run the heater. You're not, is it using electricity then and not using the Timberline diesel? Because... you know, the air conditioner is electricity all the time,
yes,
right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But it's my understanding the heater runs off a diesel
now
Timberline.
That I'm not sure. It does say Timberline over there on the water heater.
Because we were worried about camping in the winter, and we're like, oh no, you got to get in the middle of the night and charge the batteries. But, you know, what I've read is, no, you got the Timberline system, it's going to run off of diesel fuel, and you'll be okay in the winter time because you know, if you got a full tank of diesel when you go to camp, or, you know, 3/4 of a tank or something. But it's the summer, you got to worry about the batteries sucking down because they're all electricity or all running off the batteries.
Yep. And
okay, go ahead.
18 volts for that compressor.
Okay.
All right. So the typical controls up and down. Heat and cool, obviously if you want cool for the AC, you press down the cool and then the AC, or select your temperature and the AC will come on.
Right. There we go.
Yep, I heard it
kick in.
All right, now it does take a while whenever you switch from one mode to the other. It will take a while for it to switch off or whatnot.
Right.
Basically, it'll give a 2-minute run on the fan still, and then it switches off.
Okay.
All right. And then if you want to change your fan from high, medium, low, you just do it from this side here. I always leave it on auto. That way it's always gonna go to the temperature and keep running itself as it needs to. But you all can do what you want next to your unit.
All right.
So that's that for you there.
All right. What's all these front vent fans?
That's this fan here. So if you want the vent open,
oh, okay.
you just open it here.
See, it does have the rain guard.
Yes.
So if it senses rain, it's going to go ahead and close.
It does have rain sensing on that one. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I like that.
All right. And that's just this with it up. Now, if you want to cut the fan on, press the power, cut it on, and you can select high, medium, or low.
Okay. Suck that hot air out real quick.
Yes, sir.
Is it, so it's sucking out, not blowing in, sucking out. Okay. Can you change the direction of the fan? Or no?
Not that I'm aware of. Well, I don't know. Well, that other one just closes it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I thought the vent swing was supposed to change the direction of it, but it doesn't. So I don't think it's...
Motorist manual. There
Okay.
we go. All of your shades, okay? You just hit the back shade. And it's the left side, right side, and back. So you can only see two of them going down here.
That's if you do the master. That does them. Then if you want the rear door up, it does the rear door, not the
Door
sides.
goes up. Okay, good.
I like that. What is DS rear? PS rear. Driver's side.
Driver's side
Rear and
Yeah, if you want to
passenger
do
side.
them. Rear.
Gotcha.
Then you got power screen.
I haven't touched that button yet. So if you want to push it and see what happens, then
This?
yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
that's up. Now press it down.
It
Ah,
is
it's
a
a sun
screen.
There is a
Okay.
sunscreen back there. I thought there was. So if you want to leave the doors open and to keep the bugs and the mosquitoes out.
So this one's automatic, but this one is manual.
Yep, this one is manual.
I love it.
Yeah, so spring and fall, keep the bugs out.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just getting
okay.
down to the bottom.
Okay.
All right, good deal. So there's your screen. A lot going on with the settings, brightness,
Yep.
blah, blah, blah.
So this is just setting. You can change your brightness and everything like that. You can change the time. You do have a mobile app. There's that mobile app that you might have been looking for. And then network diagnosis. You're trying to the mirror.
So here's an issue we're working with. We have two RVs. Both of them you have the Myra. So when we go to the Myra on the new Grech, it's looking for our Super C Myra. So we're gonna have to figure out how to have two Myras on one phone. All right, so now then let's keep looking at what else we got here.
All right. Other than that, we got your. You can change your temperature units from Fahrenheit to Celsius.
Yeah, we'll do that right away.
Is that right?
When we're driving around London, we'll do that.
Yeah.
And then you can dim or brighten the screen as you need to.
All right, that works. And if you want the time set, you can set the time.
Forward and right will be cold. So, and it shouldn't take too long for the hot water to get up here from the so it's already getting warm now.
Okay.
And
That's
it's
cool. Ooh, that is
So-
very warm.
That's only 70 degrees
That's 70 degrees?
at your temperature set. Yes, that's all I'm saying. It gets warm at 70 degrees. It's pretty hot.
It's more than 98.6 probably if it's hotter
I mean,
than
if I can feel it hot, yeah.
Yeah, so you could turn it down. It was at you have to have an induction style pan on top of there, otherwise it won't get hot.
Right.
Understand.
All right. It's gonna be for this side, and then those be for the other side. It does have on, off, power up, power down, and then you do have a timer and a lock on there. So you can lock it at a temperature, or you can just lock all the
Or
controls
does
out.
it just lock so nothing accidentally turns them on?
Lock all the controls out. That's
I
yeah.
like that.
Okay.
I like
good.
it.
It's just a standard microwave. It will make pizzas and bake pizzas and stuff like that. But other than that, it's just a regular conventional microwave here.
All right.
Alright. And then you got storage under here.
And those kind of lock the drawers in place so they don't open up driving down the road,
Yes, sir.
which is a nice feature.
And that's, I guess, towel storage. I'm not sure why that is even.
One sponge, maybe three
there you go.
if they're small.
There you go. Alright.
Silverware.
Storage.
Plasticware.
Well, utensils. How about that? We'll cover both.
You got
All
more
right.
storage in there.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Alright.
Yeah, we've already looked at all these little cabinets back here.
So down here, I have to show you. That is your master battery disconnect.
Okay.
So that one cuts off everything in the rear.
All right.
All right. So if you forget to cut off lights, or you don't feel like coming in and messing with all the lights, you cut that off and it's gonna shut off everything. Now, along with that, it will not allow your app to work either if you have that off. So you have that off and you try to turn the lights on with your app or something like that, your mirror app, it's not gonna work for you.
There's really no reason to turn it off that much, right?
Well, if you were shutting it down for the winter, you knew you weren't going to be fiddling with anything, I would think.
Exactly. If you're just going to have it put away, you're not going to be using it for a month or two, have it off. If you're going to be using it off and on, maybe be use it for a weekend this month or in the weekend next month, then no, you don't need to have it off. If it's going to be a month or two, 3 months or more, I definitely have that off.
Okay.
All right.
But not plugged into 110.
No, you don't need to plug it. No, sir.
Looks like it might be a fuse box.
Yes, sir. This is going to be your fuse box and breaker panel. So just like any house breakers, if any of these trip, just off for 3 seconds. This one right here is going to be your GFCI reset.
Okay.
And I don't know why they didn't label it. I just know because it has a test on it. So
yeah.
But that's your GFCI reset there. All right. And these fuses, if they blow, it's supposed to be a red light next to it that illuminates. But pretty much you'll know something's one of these are blown because something won't work.
What are the ranges of those? From 5 to
25.
There's not a 30 in there.
No, sir. You got 5, 3, 15, 10s, and 125.
Okay, so make a note of that, Becky. So make sure that we've got spares. All those 5 to 25 sounds like.
Yes,
I was
sir.
thinking there'd be some bigger ones than that, but I guess not.
Well, I've got that bucket that's got multitude. I would think there would be some.
Right. Bring something with us. All right. What have we
These
here?
are fuses, but these are fuses that you don't want to be messing with, pretty much.
Okay.
And if you do have to mess with these fuses, use your owner's manual and have the electricity and both batteries disconnected. Because what you're gonna have to do is open this panel up, and when you open this panel up, you have all your wiring and your bus bars exposed underneath here. Also underneath here is gonna be your water pump, and that's pretty much it. Wiring, your water pump, and bus bars. So
Okay, so the table, what's the name of that table again? Lagoon table, slides in right here. And
it does.
And then it swivels.
okay, we won't demonstrate that today. Bathroom is pretty straightforward.
Yep.
It is a flush unit. And so again, hot and cold water, hot to the left. This is going to allow you to take a shower. You got a hook up there. Take a shower. You let the window shade down if you don't want your neighbors to see you and get everything wet. You're gonna have a waterproof place for your toilet paper, but not for your whatever that piece of paper there is for. I'll look at it later. If you want to dry your towels, I think you have to screw this in and unscrew it, as I recall. That keeps the tension from working. And then if you're in here, you close the curtain to help the water fall down so you're not watching yourself take a shower. All right, got a vent up here. There's some plastic going on up there that we'll have to take off.
Independently?
Yes, it's a button on it.
Oh, okay, so it's not from this. It's strictly when you're in there.
You push up on it and turn it,
Okay.
and it opens up, and then the black button on it turns the fan on and off.
From in here.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to take all of this off, right?
Yes, sir. That's just new plastic.
Okay.
I could have detail come and sweep in again, so you don't have to worry about any trash or anything we drop.
All right, the refrigerator open. Okay, lift that up. Okay, and here's where you put your, I don't know, 6 or 8 Diet Cokes in here and whatever you want to put. And you might even could put 3 or 4 popsicles in there. There's some ice freezing up. But for an overnight, 2 or 3 night trip, you're probably good right there with your refrigerator. So this is just runs on AC probably.
DC, everything in here is on DC.
Oh, this one's DC. Okay. This one's DC. This is probably going to be
Your entertainment system.
your entertainment system. Looks like we got Sony. And
That's just a sound system, right?
it's a DVD.
DVD.
Oh,
Okay.
is it?
Yeah, it's a DVD. So
I didn't know that.
it's almost a thing of the past now, but they still putting them in
Oh,
there.
I love it.
Well, get your favorite DVDs and
I
put
will get all 3 of them.
4 or 5 of them here. Now this is antenna satellite out, or what is that?
That's in.
That's in.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then
And
this is your solar charger. Talk to me about the solar.
So your solar panel is only going to provide a charge of like half an hour,
Right.
anytime it's on. And basically it's just going to try to keep the battery at or around 12 volts. And as long as you have your battery disconnect on, the solar panel will try to charge the battery.
Okay.
It doesn't have a separate disconnect on it.
Okay. This must be TV.
Yep.
This must be.
Nope, that's TV.
All right. This is the TV.
Yes,
Vizio
sir.
TV. Sound bar maybe.
That one says Sony. That's for that there.
All right. I'm doing this one.
Soundbar.
Sound bar. All right.
oh,
So we'll put the little stickies on the back,
Yep.
just to refresh our memory, like we did in the Super C. But
I take it there's a latch that makes the TV.
all right, you want to
Brick
talk
come
TV
also.
now?
I'm afraid to pull it.
Well, ma'am, you can't break it while you're with a technician, so it's okay. Go ahead
So-
and pull that out of here.
I'm not sure you would want to. I don't think you want to move it. I think it's always going to be.
What is this?
There you go.
So that does a latch something. I
Yep.
knew there had to be a latch.
There you go.
Okay, so it's similar to our other one that you can move around.
Okay.
However, driving down the road, you're going to want it in a secure position.
Unless I'm right here
And
watching
then
my
it
favorite
clicks
movie.
and lock back in. But it will, oops.
Bless your heart, that's twice.
Yeah. It will swing all the way around and face fully forward though.
Will it? Well, that's would be convenient.
Okay.
Alright. They work in sync together, so.
Firefly, right in sync. Now, as far as the air conditioner up there, the vents, you turn them, open them manually, I guess, on the back side.
Yes, you can turn them here, open it and close
I
it here so
see.
to blow down here, or close it here and it will come out from the sides there.
Okay. Because there may be times when you want it mainly just to point to the front, or mainly just to point
Or
to the back,
Yep. Yes,
or
sir.
whatever. But now, does it have a soft start? Our Super C has a soft start on it, so if we are parked and we have 4 lithiums, which probably still doesn't have as much power as this, we can hit the air conditioner and it will come on and it will run maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour with a soft start without having to have the engines or being plugged in. But we'll find that out if this, but it sounds to me like it should have a
Without
soft
it being
start.
plugged in, it will start and run for about 25 minutes or so. I think that's what Donnie said yesterday. It ran for about 20.
Right here.
This is how you heat your hot water here.
Oh,
This is your hot water heater. So right now it's on. I have it set to 72. Water is actually at 73 degrees. And you felt how warm it is, and that's
Yeah, that
pretty warm
is.
for 70. All right, so if you have plus and minus on both sides. So to turn it up or turn it down, just plus or minus. Turn it up or down. To heat up the hot water through the pipes along the way, you're gonna need this on. Otherwise, without that on, it's just gonna heat the hot water up that's in a small little reservoir in there, and it's not gonna be much. So
Okay, so you heat just the hot water heater, or the hot water heater and the tanks?
Yes,
and
sir.
the pipes.
Yes, sir.
All right, just how do you turn it off and on?
touch it.
right there.
Okay, so when it's red, it's on. When it's white, it's off.
Yes, sir.
And the little water faucet up top is what?
Hot water. Oh, there we go. So that came on. So that's your hot water. Maybe the bottom left is something additional.
No, I only been heating with the bottom left. With these bottoms, so I didn't touch that one on at all.
Really?
Yes,
I wonder
sir.
what that does.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
All right, we'll play around with that and see what happens. Like one smoke detector back here above your head. And is that the only smoke detector in the unit?
Yes, sir. There's another one in here.
So one smoke detector and one carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
So, all right. If you want more than that, you got to figure out a place to put them. But this is a small 19-foot unit, so maybe 1-in-1's enough. Taking a surface look at our Turismo Ion. So there is your, I guess that's 100 watts in the back and 100 watts in the front. As far as your solar panels, keep them clean if you really want them to do some damage. Your air conditioner, your satellite, and then your linkage up there. So nice and clean, brand new. We're ready to rock and roll. If you've never been on top of your Grech, that's what it looks like. And there's some vent controls or something over there. Going to be the area that if you want to hook up a, if you want to tow something or you want to put a carriage in the back, there are a couple of Phillips head screws under here, which is interesting. Of course, all your sensors are back here as well. But yeah, if we want to hook up one of those, a bike rack or something, we'll just have to unscrew that and put it right there to the trailer hitch.